Hi everybody. I've had a really busy month with work and I haven't been able to upload any videos, and I've also been a bit slower with my art this month, or last month I should say, but I just thought I would quickly film what I have been able to do, so just to keep myself accountable really, even though it wasn't a fast month as far as art goes, or I wasn't able to do much. I still did little bits and pieces when I could. So the main one that I've been working on is this parrot, and I've got a couple of other photos of how I was progressing with it. It was a piece that I'd started many moons ago, which I did find when I was doing my inventory, but I decided that I would continue working on this one and seeing where it takes me. So I've been using some Inktense pencils and paint on this, and then I've also now been using some pencils, and I'm just experimenting with different solvents to see how they react to the paper and what they look like. So I'm liking the effects that gives over here. So I'll probably keep going with that and maybe add some more black ink. I'm not sure yet, but it's definitely progressed a little bit. I like the vibrant colours, so this is going to be a little bit of a mixed media piece, but it's been fun, and that's probably the best word I can use for the month really. I've just been experimenting a little bit more than doing, I suppose, planned pieces. So I've also been working in my sketchbook, and this was really me just experimenting again. So this was using a lot of the markers and paint pens and gel pens and some highlighters as well, and just having a bit of fun, and some watercolor as well actually, sort of layering and just playing around to see what happens with the paper. And so that's that piece. And then I decided that I would just do some doodling, which is on this one here. And this was actually using these pencils, which are the woodless ones that were just a little bit of fun. They don't work that well on this paper, but that's okay. This is just me experimenting. So I'll probably finish this piece off with those pencils, but I'll end up using these pencils as probably more just sketching, like real sketching, rather than colouring things in like this. I don't think they work that well. And then this one, this was fun. So this was actually using this medium here. This is in pastel pencil, which I haven't touched for years. And I thought I'd give it a go with the Supertooth Colour, what's it called? Supertooth Colour Fix Pastel and Multimedia Primer. And I just thought, you know what, I'll give it a go in this book, see what happens. And I'll take a close-up or after I finish talking with this, but I just put a really rough coat of that primer on this paper. And from where I'm sitting, I can actually see the edges of where the primer is versus where it's not, and how that the pastel pencils are actually picking up and sticking to the paper a lot better with the primer, which is always really great. So while this isn't anything, I suppose a full picture, but it's been fun just playing, and it's probably the first time I've actually first time in years that I've used pastel pencils, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I think I'll end up experimenting a bit more with the pastel pencils, but that's all I've got in my sketchbook. So it has been a really slow month, but that's okay. That's what life does. And I guess, I can still be happy that over the month of March, I still did some art, even if it wasn't as much as I would have liked in my mind. But, it's about that consistency and staying on top of it. I have made one purchase of art materials this month, and I'm hoping that in another video I will swatch them, but the Kerataki watercolor paints, but they're the metallic ones. So I'm looking forward to playing around with them. So I'm probably going to sketch something on one of these pages here and just see what they look like, and then layer them maybe with the non-metallic, just to see what it looks like with or without that, and just play around and see what happens. So this paper isn't made particularly for watercolour, but it's thick enough that it's not going to buckle too much, but that's okay. So hopefully in April I'll have a little bit more time. So I'm filming this on the 2nd of April now, so I'll have a few days off over the Easter break, where I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a little bit more art and film it. But you know, I had to make a decision of I either try to set up a camera and film, or I just do some art, and I decided to just do some art, and that's what I've got today. So thank you for sticking around for me, and I'm hoping that this month things settle down a little bit more with work, so that I've got a little bit more time to do more art. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye.